Morning. Yeah, I know. I look rough. I always do. You guys are getting used to this morning look. Kind of stays with me throughout the day, right? It's not snowing. Number one. Yesterday's vlog was mostly about the after death plans. And I didn't end the vlog because we left to go to the concert and I forgot to vlog again. But we did go to the concert. And by the time we got there, we were way in the back, so he couldn't even see that we were there. And being the way I am, I'm super sensitive and super jealous, as I've mentioned in the past. And on our way there, my daughter calls to say that neither she nor her husband were going because they were in the process of packing their van to leave today, because they get it all done last night and then they go to work today, like I mentioned yesterday, and then they get out of work and get right on the road. So they were packing and doing last minute things. And so his parents went and picked up my grandson and brought him to the concert. So what, you say? So what is exactly right? Well, why didn't they ask me? Why didn't they ask us to come and get him and bring him? And so I just get this, and my husband is like, I said to him, I'm annoyed that they didn't even ask us to bring him. He's going, why are you annoyed? And I go, I don't know. I'm jealous. And my daughter texted me back because she had called me and said, are you guys going? I said, we're on our way. And by the way, how did it come about that, his parents, I won't use their names, took Lincoln? And she's like, well, Joel just told me to ask his parents because we couldn't get there. And then she texts me, and I said, okay, well, bye. And she knows me. She texts me. She goes, I'm sorry if that hurt your feelings. It wasn't thought out. I'm sorry. And I said, it's fine. It's fine. So after the concert, because I knew he had no clue we were even there, we did walk up to where, and at that point, my son-in-law had showed up with my granddaughter to bring him home. And I think he was there a little bit to see some of the concert. I don't know. All I know is he was standing there with his parents, and I get up there, and my granddaughter flies over and is hugging me. Because before I walked over to her, I hear her saying to her other grandmother, where's my Gammy? Because apparently her dad had said, Gammy and Poppy are here. And she's looking and she's going, where's my Gammy? Where's my Gammy? And I walk up and I go, where's your Gammy? She's right here. And she hugs me, and that made me feel really good. And then my grandson, before he comes off the stage, he sees me and he starts waving and gets all excited. And then by the time he comes down off the stage, he comes flying at me, hugging me as tight as he could. And that meant a lot to me. Yes, because I'm a flippin' child when it comes to jealousy over the grandparents. Who's the most loved? Get over yourself, Lainey. But it was a very cute concert, and he's just so stinking handsome. I know I'm partial, but I'm looking up and going, God, he's the cutest kid up there. Really should be a model. But my night, I don't know. And this happens. It hasn't happened in a while, but because I usually fall asleep okay and then wake up all night. Couldn't fall asleep. Laid there for an hour, and I don't wait after an hour. If I'm not asleep in an hour, because I'm usually sleeping 10, 15 minutes at most, I took a melatonin. I only take... Well, last night I took a half of a 3, so it was 1.5 milligrams. Usually I take a half of that, but I took the 1.5 because I read somewhere with our chronic illness that we really need more melatonin anyway. So I did fall asleep, but then I woke up and fell asleep and woke up and fell asleep and woke all night long. All night long. So that's my update. I'm doing laundry already. I've got laundry in. I got laundry to do. Can't go out yet to walk because it's only 32 degrees. But the good news is that we are going to, Lord willing, hit 65 next week by Tuesday or Wednesday. So I have to go on the treadmill, take a shower days, as you know. So for most of us, that in itself is like a whole day procedure. Shower day and drying my hair, which there isn't much left of it. I notice when I pull it back, and I sometimes wear it in a clip, pull back up like this in a clip, and it would take a lot to get that clip around all this. Clip can clip that, and probably somebody else's head of hair now. And I think Sunday is the day that I increased to 2 milligrams of LDN. I'm not sure I want to go any higher. I think I'm just going to tell her I want to stay at 2 milligrams and see what happens. But I don't know. Maybe it would more help. I just wish I knew. I mean, I do know that I talked to the people on the LDN board. They're all over the place with their dosages, though. Some are only on like 1.5. Some are on 4.5. And and I haven't talked to anyone about their whole entire history. I've told you that almost all of them have had good response on it. So I just want to encourage any of you who've got chronic pain and all these other things that are going on, if you can get somebody who will prescribe LDN, low dose naltrexone, it's not something most physicians are gonna do because it has to be compounded. You have to have it done at a compounding pharmacy because it only comes in 50 milligram pills. So a lot of doctors won't go there, but if you can get a naturopath or a integrative doctor like what I have, an integrative nurse practitioner, and you're in the game. But I would highly suggest it. Give it a try because nothing else has worked, right? So I will come back later, praying for traveling mercies for my family to get on the road today. I've said it last time they left. Every time they go on the road, my heart feels like something's missing. I don't like them going away. Riding home from the concert, I was like, Lord, why can't I just pack a bag and go with them? Why won't you allow me to do just that? My Bible teaching this morning, try not to cry, I'm sorry. He says I'm in Mark chapter 1, and they talk about the man that was filled with the evil spirits and how as they came out they ripped his body up. And he said, I'm going to probably screw this up, my transition of what he was trying to say, but when you're going through something and sometimes it rips you up before you, if you've got sin that needs to be dealt with, or things that need to be dealt with. But I'm like, 5 years of this, I've repented of anything, and I'm still being ripped up. So I don't understand. I don't get it. And now my other daughter and son-in-law, because we wouldn't go with them, they're going to go visit his father in San Francisco. I don't remember. I don't know where the frick they're going at the end of May, because we couldn't take a vacation with them. And then in the summer, they're making plans to go visit my sister on the Cape. What is that? 6 hours away? So to make myself feel better, my husband was saying, "Oh God, think of it! In 4 weeks, we're opening the pool." I had ordered all new cushions for our patio furniture, and they'll be here in 2 days. And because he's going to bring out all the patio furniture over the weekend, now that the weather's going to get nice finally, so we'll have all new cushions for our patio furniture, and we're going to buy a new gazebo. I think I mentioned this before because the umbrella just doesn't work. That goes over the table, so we're going to buy a gazebo and I mean, one of those, you know. Anyway, so this morning, I ordered more floats. These 2 floats that they're like, well, came to almost $70 because they're 30 some dollars a piece. They're inflatable, but they're Chase lounge floats that you can sit up in, and they're nice. They're really nice, and both of my, I always have 2. One is mine, and one is for Sid or whoever else is here, but both of them got destroyed last summer. And so I ordered them this morning just to make myself feel good, thinking, okay, the pool, you know, summer's coming. I'll be able to get out in the pool. I'll be able to float around. Do I relax? No, but at least I'll be outside, because I can't take these vacations with my families. Can't go out on the boat with my daughter and son and my grandchildren. They got a beautiful boat. Asked us several times last summer, and I can't. How am I supposed to float around on? And I used to love to be on a boat. Are you kidding me? Boating, you know, was nothing to me, but now I can't even imagine being on a boat. So their summers are filled with being on their boat or going up to his family camp. And any off days, that's when they'll come here. But basically, I don't see much of anyone because they're all living. And they should. And it's just like, Lord. Just feel, I do this every time I know that they're leaving. Every time I know that they're getting ready to leave, I get teary and sorry for myself. And no, it won't be as bad as last time, Julie, because the other grandparents aren't going with them this time. Thank God, right? Or you'd have to hear the pissing and moaning from me from that one. I'm sorry. This is Lainey having another pity party. I'm so mean to my husband this morning. I have to make it up to him later when he comes home because I'm just so mean to him. I want to lash out at someone, and he's the one there, and he's like, you know, are you getting up this morning? Like, for what? Why should I bother getting up? Sick people stay in bed, so I should just stay in bed. And he's like, okay. And he just got in the shower, and I, you know, of course I get up because I can never stay in bed, ever, never, ever. Can I just lay in bed all day? Never. But mean to him because I told him this morning, and I told him last night on their way home, like, I'm really sick of this crap. I'm so sick to death of this crap. And I'm a prisoner. There isn't a flippin' thing I can do other than what I'm doing, but I can't turn the switch. All right, I'm going to stop because I'm sure you're not interested in hearing this continual Sorry about the crying. Checking with you later. Yeah, clearly I just took a shower and did my hair, but if I could insert a picture on here, and I don't know how to do that, I would show you the amount of hair that is coming out of my head several times a day. Several times a day, especially after I washed it. It's scary. It's really scary. So my question is, what do I do? I call the doctor. I tell them my hair's falling out by gobs. And then what do they do? What do they do for me? I mean, I just took a picture and sent it to a friend because I was like, this is how much hair is falling out of my head several times a day. Not just once. This is the gob of hair that's coming out of my head several times a day. At this rate, I will have no hair. If I had not had as thick hair as I have always had, I would have no hair right now. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. I mean, it's gobs. I don't know what to do. I mean, I brushed out my hair after the shower. Let's see. Okay, and I'm like, it's just falling out of my head. I don't know what to do about it. Another thing, I'm sorry, just trying to do things before I'm talking to you. Another thing I can freak myself out about because my hair is something I've always worried about anyway, and honestly, gobs. I mean, like this much. That's a lot of hair. And like I told you, I think yesterday, everywhere I look, there's hair. I mean, it's just on my clothes. It's on the furniture. It's like I'm a shedding freaking dog. So, I don't know what to do, but just thought I'd share that. And I'm going to sit down after doing the treadmill and the shower and washing my hair and collecting up all the hair that came out of my head. I'm going to sit down and eat and watch some videos. Check in with you later. Hi. Just popping in again. I spoke to the gentleman who runs the anatomical donor organization at the hospital. He's very nice. I spoke to him before, but he wouldn't remember. I had to speak to him when my mother-in-law passed. So probably later today. Yeah, probably later today, once it gets home. I have to go out to the store. I know, shocking, right? And pick up some stuff for my mom. And then go over to her place and have her sign the paper. Talk to her about it. I'd do it tomorrow, except I think my husband probably will be busy most of the day. I just want to get it out of the way. I just was moving around quite a bit, folding the laundry, putting it away, taking care of some paperwork, changing out a purse. I've been carrying around the same purse for God only knows how long. And I have a Coach purse that was given to me by Yuta, and it's not the greatest looking purse, but it is a Coach. So I figured I'd switch into that bag for the spring, and it's made my head very woozy. Just doing those things and moving around. Very woozy. So I'm sitting on the couch again. Hoping that the woozy will go away, but it won't. Picked up chewing gum again. It's supposed to relieve tension and anxiety. I look like a cow chewing my cud, but we'll see if chewing gum helps release anything. But of course, Yesterday when my ears plugged all up, it was after I stuck a piece of gum in my mouth. So now I'm chewing thinking, is it going to happen again? For those of you who are watching, who know this Michael Fives, I've never watched any of his videos, and apparently he's taken them all down now. But because I saw you all saying goodbye to this person, I pulled up his goodbye video. And I did respond saying that I agreed with him 100%. I've had issues in those areas myself, but I have not said a word to anyone, especially about, well, I won't go any further. I just agreed with him, and some of the, like the disease he said he had that's fatal, I couldn't even understand what he said. Something with a P. I didn't know what that was, but I can add him to my list. My prayer list is so long. It's getting crazy. I do my vlogs, and how do I change my name? I keep clicking on it, because I don't want my name to be Lime Laney anymore. Because it's not solely about that. It's about chronic illness, basically. I'm not doing educational. Clearly, I'm not doing anything educational. You all know that. Never meant for it to be educational for mine. Mine was to just reach out to other people and to state facts, and that at some point leave this for my kids to watch. Not there yet, but I don't know how to change my name. I can change my picture. I changed that to something that I need to change back to something else. But I can't. It won't change my name, and I click on the name. I click on the editing. But my point is that my vlog isn't solely clear. It started about being diagnosed with Lyme, but as you've watched, or if you've watched, it has morphed into me just talking about my life and what it's like to be chronically ill, because I'm not trying all these different treatments. I'm not seeking out all this different stuff. I'm just doing little things one at a time. And if people watch and they get anything out of it, I'm glad. But I hope this man finds peace in his life. You all know him much, obviously know him, and I don't. So I don't even know if he has a strong faith in God or not, but I'll pray for him anyway. So, got to get my mother's signature. Even if she couldn't give me her signature, I'm power of attorney, and I could do it for her. So it's not a legal problem at all. I'll just have that in place. I need to find her lease agreement. It's probably locked up in some box in her apartment, because I can't find it here, but oh my God, my head is so woozy. I'm finding it hard to keep my eyes open because it's so woozy. So when she starts with I've never lived here, this is not my apartment, I can pull out her lease agreement and show her, this is your apartment, this is your signature on this date, this is how long you've been here. Hoping that would just trigger something. It may or may not, we'll see. But the ongoing dialogue about that she's not home and she needs to go home, and she just got to this place just now. See, she sleeps a lot. She's sleeping right now. I just pulled her up on the camera, and she's sleeping. She sleeps all day long. And when she wakes up to go to the bathroom or get something to eat, in her mind, she doesn't know that she's been laying down sleeping for the last 3 hours. I think that's what it is. Golly. I don't understand why my head gets like this. It's like a snap. It just like... really woozy. Anyway, so that's that. Just want to pop in and say that. I don't know what else to say, so I guess I'll sign off. I may or may not be back on later, depending on what the day brings. I mean, it's still relatively early. I think it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. All right. Bye. Oh. Yeah. You see that? That's a sun. Yeah. Haven't seen that. I don't remember last time I saw it. Hallelujah, right? The sun. Yes, I'm driving. I probably have no business driving right now because my head is very wonky. I've been noticing that it keeps getting wonky around 2 o'clock. Wonky-er, I should say. But I had to get to the grocery store, as I might have mentioned earlier, and now I'm on my way to my mom's to drop off some groceries and to get her to sign that paper. Not that I have anything big planned for my big Saturday, but I just figured get it done now. Never know what the next day is gonna bring, which is horrible for me. But definitely wonky head, walked around like a zombie in the store. Thank God I know where everything is and where to find it, and had a list. I don't get my head feeling like this. It doesn't make any sense to me. It just feels so weird. But I'm enjoying the sun, and do believe that I will be able to walk outside the next couple days. It's supposed to be sunny and nice for like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I think right into Wednesday, which is nice. So I thought I'd pop in and let you know what I'm doing. And I might do one more little blip before I sign off. Otherwise, I'm signing off now. So, Lord willing, I'll see you later. Bye. I thought I was recording, and I clearly was not recording. So now I'm recording. I'm leaving my mom's. Jeez Louise. I just said a whole bunch. So now I'm going to have to shorten it. She started in with, I can't wait for you to get me out of here. I want to go home. I found the release agreement, put it in front of her, showed her the pertinent information. Here's the dates of move-in, May 2016. She started bawling her eyes out, couldn't believe it, didn't want to believe it. Conversation turned to, it's interesting how the Lord had this all set up because I'm very, very sick. I'm chronically ill. Because she said, I want to share something with you. I'm very resentful to the Lord for making me like this and not helping me. And I said, guess what? I completely understand and I agree. And it's interesting because if you're still living near Sharon wouldn't understand any of this. But I told her, I go, Mama, I'll share something with you. I walk around the house yelling at God. Sometimes I get so angry. Look at that. The sun is actually burning my eyes out. The sun. And we talked. I explained. I said, I get very angry with God. But you know what, Mom? We're here. And we have to go through this no matter what. I hate it. I despise it as much as you hate and despise what's happening to you. But we're together, and you're not alone. And got out the Bible. I had her sign the papers. We talked about the cremation and the donation and all that. She was all on board completely. And so it all ended well. It started horrible like it always does, but it ended well. And I'm home finally, 7 o'clock. Been gone for a couple hours now. My head's actually less wanky now. It goes through a couple hours of being really wanky, and then I wonder if I could ride my bicycle. I have a really nice bike. It's hanging upside down right in front of me, and I haven't ridden it in 2 years. I may try riding it this week. I'm going to have my husband take it down and tune it up and check the tires and clean it up and try to ride it over my mom's. Yeah. Okay, so I'm home, and Lord willing, we'll be back at this again another time. God bless you, and take care.